Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at Monday, an MS-DOS virus that's not very big. It's only 499 bytes long for the entire virus. However, it packs quite a vicious payload, and it could blindside you if you're not ready for it. So, we're going to go ahead and run this. And right now the virus is totally okay. It infects random files of the .com extension either in the current directory, or it will search out and find other directories to infect, and then once it's infected everything it can find, it eventually drops down to the root directory and infects everything in there, such as command.com. So we're just going to go ahead and run this a bunch of times until we infect our good friend graphics.com. When we look at it, we know, as always, it is 19,742 bytes, however it will not be this size once Monday infects it. So we're going to go ahead and run Monday a bunch of times until eventually it randomly decides to infect graphics. Okay, so we ran the virus a few times, and now when we look at graphics.com, we can see Monday has infected it, and the file size has grown to 20,241 bytes. Now, Monday is not a very stealthy virus. Normally on this channel we'll see quite a few viruses, worms, and other things that will wait until a certain date to activate. This ensures that they go undetected, or at least mostly undetected by the user for as long as possible so they can spread to as many targets as possible. So when you get stuff like CIH that only activates on April 26th, or anything else, I can't think of anything on the top of my head that activates on a certain date, that's done for a reason. You know, the date's picked for a significant meaning to the author, or maybe it's a holiday like Christmas or Halloween. Monday does not do that. It activates, as you might expect, every single Monday of every single month. So that's at least 4 times a month that this virus could potentially activate. And when it activates, it's not subtle. We're going to go ahead and run an infected file after we change the date to Monday, March 6th, 1995. But it really doesn't matter what the date actually is, just so long as it's a Monday. We're going to go ahead and run an infected file now, which instead of just quitting like usual tells us, I don't like Mondays. And that's not normal behavior here. If we go ahead and look at our files, we still have everything for now, but we're going to go ahead and run graphics one more time, just to thoroughly mess up the computer. You can hear the hard drive in the background. Monday tells us, I don't like Mondays again. And for some reason we're still able to use the computer, which normally does not happen. But that's okay. We're just going to run some other files. Eventually the computer should freeze. Like right here, we ran format and now the computer will not respond to any key presses. I can hit enter as long as I want, and eventually it will beep at me. Just like that. So the computer is frozen, hanged, however you want to say it. It's messed up. So we gotta restart. So Control-Alt-Delete, and we'll go ahead and boot up the computer and see what Monday has actually done to our hard drive. And we get our nice 2-beep CMOS or 2-beep post warning telling us there is no boot sector on the hard disk. So Monday actually formats, I believe it's the first 100 tracks of your hard disk, which overwrites the partition table, master boot record, pretty much everything you need to actually access your data. So that's bad. And yeah, Monday is pretty destructive. And as you might guess, it doesn't really have the potential to get very far, considering it activates every single Monday. But I mean, this might contribute to your case of the Mondays. You know, you get into the office, suddenly you lose all your important files, all your work for your client is gone, your computer is trashed, maybe you shared files with other networked computers in your MS-DOS network and they're all messed up. They don't boot anymore because everything's lost. You're talking about a lot of lost productivity, you know? And it's not good. I can't think of anything to say. It's not good. So Monday, pretty simple, but pretty destructive. And that's really about it. Thank you for watching.